Welcome to ProgrammingKT. Today in this tutorial I am trying to explaining about the concept is inheritance. So in previous videos I already explained about abstraction and encapsulation. So abstraction is nothing but showing the functionality and hiding the implementation. So encapsulation is nothing but data members and member functions wrap in one entity. So data members are nothing but variables and members are nothing but methods. Wrap in a class is called encapsulation. So if you did not watch that previous videos, watch that videos, you will get more clarity on concepts like abstraction and encapsulation. So before explaining about inheritance, so I am requesting if you did not subscribe Programming KT channel, subscribe Programming KT, then you will never miss notifications from Programming KT. Now let me jump into the actual concept called inheritance. So inheritance is nothing but the process of acquiring properties and behavior. So from one class to another class is called inheritance. Now let me try to write the definition, then I will explain about it. So inheritance. So inheritance is the one of the most important concept. Why? Because in Java everywhere inheritance will be there. So either you can consider like collections, exception handling, multi-threading, and moreover the root class of Java. What is root class of Java is object class, right? So object class properties by default available each and every class inside Java. So with the help of inheritance only, that properties will be available, all object class methods available inside each and every child class objects. I mean either it may be directly or indirectly. So at the time of creating and explaining, I mean objects, and at the time of writing code in STS4, I will explain. So how we can achieve the properties, I mean from object class. So let me try to write the definition about inheritance. So the process of acquiring properties and behavior. Properties and behavior from behaviors, I can say properties and behaviors from one class to another. This is nothing but inheritance. Process of acquiring properties and behavior from one class to another class is called inheritance. Properties are nothing but variables. Behavior is nothing but methods. One class to another class. I mean one class to another class. These two is nothing but inheritance. So how we can achieve this inheritance? So by using easier relationship with the help of extend keyword. Extends. So how we can? How we can achieve? By using easier relationship and using extends keyword. Extends. So by using easier relationship with the help of extends keyword, we can get, I mean we will achieve inheritance. So what is the advantage of inheritance? So the advantage of inheritance is code reusability. So I can write it as a advantage. Reusability, I can code. What is the advantage is nothing but code reusability we will get by the with the help of inheritance. So this is about how we can achieve with the help of easier relationship by using extend keyword, and advantage is code reusability. So after knowing all this concept, you need to aware of some terms, I mean terminology you need to aware of inheritance. Super class, child class, parent, I mean super class, subclass, parent class, child class. So base class, derived class, this kind of concept. Anyway, different acronyms will be there. Like for now we can stick with parent class and child class. So A is the parent class. Imagine parent class, and parent class have properties and methods. I want in B class. The B is nothing but child class. So this parent class also we can call it as a superclass. Child class we can also call it as a subclass. So and moreover, superclass also called as a base class and a derived class. Different names are there, but you can stick with parent class, child class, or superclass or subclass. This kind of terminology you need to aware of that. Now let me try to explaining about how we can achieve code reusability. So code reusability how we can achieve by using inheritance. So imagine I have class A. So inside this class A, I have variable 1, variable 2. So just I am writing about pseudocode. So variable and variable 2 and M1 I have M2. So these are the methods available inside class A. So I will write the code without inheritance and with inheritance. Now again class B I have. So first I am trying to write without inheritance class B. So same behavior I'm expecting along with extra. Whatever variables and methods I have class A, same variables I want in class B itself. So in that case, how we can achieve? I will declare variable one one more time, variable two, variable three. So and method one, method two, method three. So if we can observe here, so variable and variable 2 already available here. Method and method 2 already available here. So if we can observe here, this is the duplicate of code. Class A we have already and class B same attributes again I am using. So to avoid this, duplicate of code and moreover that we can reuse it once we declare here. So the same code let me try to write with inheritance. This is called without inheritance. So without inheritance. Without inheritance with inheritance. So now I am trying to write example with inheritance same scenario. So class A I will declare common properties for class A and class B in class A, variable 1, variable 2, method 1. Anyway, this is pseudocode method 2. So I am using in child class. I don't declare again one more time. Why? Because that property is already there. I want to reuse. How I can reuse? By using inheritance. So I will declare class B. Class B is the child class. I am using extends keyword from class A. Now these class A properties by default will come into child class. Now I will ignore these two, variable and variable 2, method 1 and method 2. Directly I can use variable 3. I can declare variable 3 and method 3. See how I'm getting here reusability, right? I am not declaring again variable and variable 2, method 1 and method 2. Directly I am declaring variable 1 and method 3. So this is called code reusability. These two properties, variables and two behaviors, method and method I am reusing in class B. So this is called reusability, and moreover that if we can observe here, duplication of code will be eliminated. So this is the advantage of inheritance. So how I can access these parent class properties and variable one, variable one and variable two, method one, method two. So at the time of creating object, by using that object reference, we can access. Now let me try to create, possible ways of creating object. So if I can create object for a class, new a. So now by using this object reference, I can call only variable and one, variable 1, variable 2, method 1, method 2, but not variable 3, method 3. So this is called parent class object creation. So this is also perfectly valid, but you can access only parent class properties and behaviors. So by using this, if we can create object for child class, new B. Now you can access both parent class properties and child class properties also. Variables and method both you can access by using B. Like B dot variable where one also if you can access, and moreover that B dot M1 also you can call, and moreover that B dot M3 also you can call, I mean M3 that exists inside B class only, M1 that exists inside A class. You can access by using child class object reference. So this is also valid, this is also valid, both are valid. So which one is recommended? This one is always recommended. Why? Because if you can create object for child class, you can access either by using parent class properties or by using, I mean, you can access parent class properties and moreover the child class properties. So that's why second approach is recommended to creating object. Anyway, first one is valid, but this object creation of this style is recommended. So I hope you got some clarity. I mean, what is inheritance, how we will get inheritance, what is, I mean, how we can get code reusability. Here I wrote example with inheritance, I mean without inheritance, with inheritance, and moreover how to access parent class properties in child class by using child class object creation. Now let me try to explain about what are the different types of inheritance available in Java. So types of inheritance. So types of inheritance. So we have inheritance types like single inheritance, single, multi-level, multi-level, multiple. But anyway, Java does not support multiple, but inheritance type will be there. And hierarchical, hybrid. These are the five different types inheritance available. So single inheritance is nothing but, inheritance is nothing but, so two classes. I mean parent class that acquire properties and behavior, I mean properties and behavior from parent class to child class. This is nothing but single inheritance. So acquiring properties and behavior from parent to child, only one level. I mean, you can only two, right? One parent, one child. So second one is multi-level. Multi-level in this case, multiple class. I mean, involved. Let me try to write that syntax. So class A that extends properties from, I mean class B that is extends properties from class A. I mean class A have some default properties that are that can be acquired for B and C. So common properties I will declare inside A class which are common for B and C. So now I don't declare again in B class and C class. I will acquire from A class. So A class properties and behaviors that by default available in B class, and moreover that in C class properties that are available in A class plus B class that are available by default available in C class. So this is called multi-level. So multiple is nothing but more than one class acquiring. So this is nothing but multiple inheritance. But anyway, Java does not support multiple inheritance by using classes. So we can achieve by using interfaces. Why? Because ambiguity problem. That's why inheritance with the classes is not possible in Java. So this C class will confuse. If I can declare same method M1 in A class, M1 in B class method. So C class will confuse. M1 method is from A class or B class. That is called ambiguity. Either it may be variable also. Variable one I can declare here, and variable one I can declare in B class as well. So in that case, C class will confuse. Variable one is from A class or B class. That is called ambiguity. That's why Java does not support multiple inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance is nothing but, let me try to write the diagram. So C, either it may be also I can write here, and D. So this is called hierarchical inheritance. So common properties for C, B, D along with A. I can declare inside here properties and, I mean variables and methods. Then all these variables and methods I am acquiring in C class, B class, D class. So this is called hierarchical inheritance. And last one is hybrid inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is nothing but combination of single with hybrid, multi-level with hybrid. So let me try to declare that one as well. So A is the superclass and B is the child class, and moreover that C is the child class for B, D, E. So now we can observe here from A to B is this one is called single inheritance, and A, B, C is called multi-level inheritance. So combination of single inheritance and multiple inheritance is called hybrid inheritance. Now let me try to write code about all these inheritance types, and moreover that how we can achieve inheritance and what is the code reusability and how we can use get inheritance with the help of extends keyword with the I can write the code in STS4 and I will explain. Now let me try to explain about inheritance with an example. So for this I already created a package called oops.inheritance. So inside that I created one file called inheritance_example.java. So let me try to declare one class here, class A. So inside this I am trying to declare two variables I and j. So I is 10 and j is 20. So along with that I have one method called blick void m1. So inside this what I am trying to do, I am trying to sum of I and j. So I plus j. So now let me try to create one more class B that extends from class A. Now class A properties and behavior by default available inside class B. Why? Because with the help of extends we are achieving inheritance from class A. This is called parent class, this is called child class. So inside this B class I am trying to declare one more variable called k is equal to 30 and one more variable called L 40. So here I am trying to implement one method called void m2. So inside this what I am trying to do, I am trying to just multiply of k and L. So if I can create object for B class, so with that object reference I can access I and j along with m1. Let me show you. So I am trying to create object for B class, new B. So with this object reference if I can hit on dot, so if we can observe here four variables, right? I and j from class A, k and L from B class. This is called inheritance. So reusability, I did not declare I and j in B class, but that variables are coming from parent class, and moreover that methods also. So m1 is from parent, not only m1, if we can declare n number of methods by default that are available inside B class, child class. Now let me try to call m1 and m2. So I got the I already run the program. So first one method I plus say 10 plus 20 is 30 and 40 plus 30 30 times 40 is 1200. So this is the result. So even though instead of method calling we can I can access variables also. Now let me try to access variables. So b dot what is the variable that exists inside class A is I. Either it may be I or j also, no problem. Any can access. And moreover that I am trying to access variables that exist in B class, that is L. L or K, whatever it may be, can access. So now I am trying to access variable from parent class, that is I 10 and m1 and m2 calling finally B class variable, that is L40. So this is nothing but inheritance code reusability. So if we can declare this one, so these are nothing but duplication of code, right? So anyway those variable by default available, available with the help of extends. So instead of that, instead of eliminate, duplication of code, we can eliminate it. Instead of declaring in B class, I can declare in A class, I can reuse that. So that is the advantage of inheritance. So this is nothing but single inheritance. So we can write same like multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So let me try to write, hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical is nothing but B extends A, C extends A. Now let me try to create one more class C extends A. So this is nothing but hierarchical. Why? Because two classes are acquiring properties from one class, that is A. So inside this also, let me try to copy and rename it. So I am trying to declare variable called just m. M is having property called 50 and the method name is, so here I am trying to write multiply like m times m. Now if I can create object for C, same, whatever variables that exist inside A class, a whole available inside C class, same like B class. So now let me try to show you C new C. If I can apply C class object reference with dot, you are seeing right, I j is from A, M is from C, and moreover that M1 is from A, M2 is, anyway you can rename also, no problem. Instead of M2, depending on your requirement in real world, when you are working with real time projects, there is no concept like A class, B class, M1, M2, K, these kind of variables. So for understanding purpose only, I am explaining. In real time, we can't use variables like I and J, M1 and M2, these kind of concepts. So there must be a meaningful name for either it may be class, variables, methods. So for understanding purpose only, I am trying to declare like simple terms A, B, C, these kind of terms. So now we will get clarity on single inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. So multi-level inheritance is nothing but, so C extends again from B. So this is nothing but, I mean uh, multi-level inheritance. So A properties will come to B. C have A properties plus B properties. Now let me try to show you. C dot. We can observe here three. A class property. Variables I have. B class variables I have. C class variables I have. So that is nothing but multi-level inheritance. Single inheritance I covered. Hierarchical, multi-level. So hybrid is nothing but combination of these two, almost the same. But anyway, we didn't get, multiple inheritance. Like, so if I can apply B comma A, I will get compilation error. Why? Because one class can extend only one class. More than one class, it is not possible. So record head name expected something. So one class can extend one class only. So more than one class extend is not possible. That's why, because of ambiguity problem, you can, that is, not possible in Java, multiple inheritance. So this is about inheritance, how to get inheritance, how to get code reusability, and more that I explained with example, right? Class A, I and J declared, but I didn't declare in B, but by default available in with the help of extends. And more the types of inheritance also I explained. Now let me show you object class. What is the root class of all Java? Object, right? So if we can observe here, after applying C dot, you are seeing some methods, right? Wait, no, wait is the overloaded method. To string, notify all, hash code, get class equals. So these are the methods from object class. So by default, these methods will be available each and every class in Java. Let me show you the documentation about object class. So object class is the root class from java.lang package. So you can observe here java.lang package is the object class from 1.0 onwards. So to see the methods available inside object class, just press Ctrl O. So these are the methods like get class, hash code, equals, clone, toString, notify, notify all, wait, the overloaded method, finalize. So almost 12 methods are there inside object class. So these object class methods by default available in each and every class. That's why when I am pressing C dot, these methods are available. So that is the about object class methods. So in not only C class, any class, even though if you can press B dot also. So again you are seeing, right, notify, notify to string, wait, hash code, get, class equals, this kind of any class object reference if we can apply that I mean methods by default available in each and every child class. That's why we can call object class is the root class of each and every class in Java. That is also one of the most important point you need to remember. So I hope you got some clarity. So what is inheritance, types of inheritance, and how we can get inheritance, I mean how we can achieve inheritance. So with the help of extends keyword by using easier relationship, we can achieve inheritance. And moreover that, what is the advantage of inheritance? Code reusability. So with the help of inheritance we can eliminate the duplicates of code. And moreover that, one final point I need to show you. So here I created object for child class, right? So if I can create parent class also object also possible, I mean that is also valid, but you can access only parent class properties but not child class properties. In this case let me try to create object for class A. I mean class C extends B, right? If I can create class A object reference. So by using a class, if I can press a dot, I will see only I and j, and more that m1. These are all from object class. So now you are creating object for a class. You can access only parent class properties. If you can create child class object, you can access parent class properties along with child class properties. So which one is recommended? Creating object for child class is recommended to access both parent class properties and behaviors, I mean methods. Creating object for child class is recommended. If you can create object for parent class, you can access only parent class variables and methods. So that is the one point you need to remember. So if you like the content, hit on like button and subscribe Programming KT. Thanks for watching.